Today's recipe is the scrumptious, umami looking coconut rice. Friends, I'm going to show you how to make this very delicious, crowd pleasing coconut rice from scratch using fresh coconut milk, coconut oil, and a lot of coconutty flavor. Hello and welcome to Jerica's Infusion, where we infuse the sheer joy of creativity and innovation into our everyday meals. I am Joy, and whether you are a member of the squad, an occasional visitor, or you're just passing by, I would like to invite you to stay around with me as we dive into today's recipe. And while you watch, don't forget to smash on that like button, and if you never want to run out of creative ideas in that your kitchen, then don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell so you never miss a clip. If you know anyone who will appreciate these recipes, why not share, and share. We all know sharing is caring. Let's get started. Alright friends, so I got this fresh coconut from the vendor, and what we are doing here is washing it, and I washed this about 4 times until it is sparkling clean, just like so, okay? So here I got my rice, and I'm using the short grain rice for this recipe. Use whatever rice you have available, and I have my pot on fire with some boiling water, and I am going to pour in my rice. I am going to parboil this and wash thoroughly. I have blended my coconut with some water, and I'm extracting the milk at this point into this pot. Now in this pot, this is where I am going to be cooking my rice, and I didn't let it cook for long. I just parboiled it once because it's going to continue cooking in this liquid. So here I am going to go in with some chicken stock. I had already seasoned my chicken and pre-cooked it because we are going to enjoy this coconut rice with some peppered chicken, okay? So I added some of that chicken stock or broth. You can use whatever stock or broth you have available. Beef, fish, it will still be very delicious, okay? So I added my parsley leaves, and then my thyme, my fried rice spice, and it's this fried rice spice that gives this coconut rice a very nice, rich, and vibrant color. I went in with some blended peppers, onions, ginger, and garlic, and I am incorporating my seasoning cubes at this point, and I used 4 Knorr cubes, that's about 2, and then I added some curry, and this curry has some turmeric in it. I seasoned with some salt, and I am going to go in with my bay leaves, and I will season, of course, with some ground pepper for some extra spiciness. So we are going to give this a very gentle mix until everything is well combined. So you want to taste for salt to make sure that everything is in proportion. You do not want too much and you do not want too little, okay? So I'm going to cover and let this boil. Now you have to be present because it's coconut milk, so it has a tendency, a potential of boiling over and splitting into your gas burner, so you do not want that. So you want to keep an eye on it so that when it starts boiling, you open it immediately and incorporate your rice at this point. Now this rice, we're going to mix it gently and then cover to let it cook. But one tip, you want to come back and keep checking your rice again and again because it's coconut milk, so it means that it has a thick consistency, plus the stock, it makes it thicker, so it has a tendency to burn. And if you do not come back to check it, the water is going to stay on top as the rice goes down. So you want to go in with your spoon like so and push your rice up so that the milk will go down, and you will do this about 2 to 3 times depending on the pot that you are using. So here is my coconut rice after about 4 to 5 minutes. Look at how beautiful. I am going to spread them in a tray like this to let cool down completely, or you can put that in the refrigerator to cool down. Don't cook it while it's hot. Let it cool down thoroughly because it's sticky and that's the only thing that will separate it. Here are all my other ingredients. These are my shrimp, sausages, some coconut flakes, fresh coconut flakes, and some sweet corn. And of course, I showed you my vegetables. So what I am doing here is we are going to soften our vegetables by steaming them on very low heat. So I have simmered this water, and to it I added some salt, and I'm going to go in with my carrots first because it's of a harder texture. And then next I am going to go in with my string beans. We call it green beans, some people call it string beans. Cut them into whatever shapes and sizes that you want, okay? So the reason why I am doing this, I added some baking powder to that, and this is going to maintain the color, the vibrant color of these vegetables. In fact, it will make it shine some more. I am doing this to soften our vegetables because we are not going to stir fry them. We want it to be soft, yet we want it to retain its crunch and its color as well, and we want it to be tasty. So that's the reason for drizzling some salt. I went in with some onions, and I am going to incorporate our last vegetable for this recipe, and that is cabbage. And once you put your cabbage, you can go ahead, just stir that and turn off the heat, and we're going to strain and run it over some water, and we will have some beautiful vegetables to incorporate into our coconut rice, okay? This coconut rice, I didn't want to call it fried rice, and I didn't want to call it jollof rice because this is a combination of fried and jollof rice in one. So this is a very unique recipe, but I assure you, you are going to love it. Look at how vibrant our vegetables are looking. Don't you like that? So here I am going to go in with some coconut oil in a wok on medium heat on fire, and once that begins to heat up, I am going to go ahead and incorporate my sausages. The sausages are completely optional. I just want more texture. I was originally just going to use shrimps, but I wanted more texture and structure into my dish, so I decided to add in some sausages. Omit it, use chicken, use beef, use whatever you have available, and you will still end up with the most delicious coconut rice that you have ever eaten. So I am going to go in with some chopped garlic and chopped ginger and some chopped celery stalks. The celery stalks are going to elevate the aroma and the flavor of this dish, okay? So once we have stirred and cooked up our sausages for about 3 to 4 minutes, I am going to dig a well in the middle like this, and we're going to incorporate our shrimps, prawns, whatever you call it, or whatever you call this. So I am going to let this cook up for about 4 minutes. So after about 4 minutes, this is what our shrimp sausages looks like, and it smells absolutely amazing already. So we are going to go ahead and incorporate our coconut rice at this point, and this coconut rice that I had pre-cooked, it has already cooled down. I even cheated, I put it in the deep freezer just to facilitate the cooling process. And it's so important that you do this, you let it cool down, because it's coconut milk. It has a way of getting sticky, gummy, if you know what I mean. So letting it cool down completely before you go ahead and incorporate the rest of your ingredients will ensure that it separates and Long grain rice is perfect for this recipe, but I had run out of that particular rice and this is what I had available. So this is just fantastic as well. But it would have looked prettier if we had the long grain rice. So now we're going to let this fry up nicely. Look at how hot and beautiful it looks already. So after we let this fry, this is the time to incorporate our beautiful, vibrant looking vegetables. And we're going to put that together and it's going to give this dish some character because it still has this crunch, it has this beautiful appearance, and it's still soft and chewable. So this is how to make your coconut rice with vegetables. This is how to make your coconut rice with coconut milk. This is how to make your coconut rice with coconut oil, and this is the best coconut rice recipe you will find out there. I added some sweet corns and I went in with some shredded coconuts. Shredded coconuts, fresh ones. Do not use desiccated coconut for this. It's a no-no. If you have a fresh shredded coconut, fantastic. It's going to take this recipe to the top. And here is our coconut rice looking so beautiful, and it's also rich, flavorful, decadent. It's a classic, it's a winner. You want to eat this again and again. It's to give you that memory of, oh my god, I tried this rice before, I want more. I got me some coconut jollof rice recipe. I will drop a link for that in the description box. We enjoy this with some pepper chicken and some plantain. Thank you so